Record. Hey guys, Bill Soriano here from Pittsburgh. Just wanted to come on real quick, show you a couple of trades that went off a little bit earlier today. Again, these are not signals, guys. I don't want you to take these trades. I just want to show you how these setups work here on the 4-hour time frame. And actually missed this trade, so I'm just going to keep track of it here. I wasn't able to take it on my demo account. But I'm going to keep track of it. There's two of them here, one in AUDCAD and one in NZDCAD, right? So this is AUDCAD here. So again, we're on the 4-hour time frame. We see that price has been moving up. We get this break of structure here, another nice pullback, and then we get a break of structure here to the upside with this blue candle, this nice impulsive blue candle here, moving above this wick and closing well above it, right? Creating a new high over here, a recent high. So it leaves behind a candle that I don't really love. That's why I have it circled here. Okay, I like this indecision candle here. These indecision candles are the best candles to identify your supply and demand zones. They're usually the candle right before the impulse candle, and they're the candle that creates the imbalance. The problem I have with the impulse candle, obviously, is although there's this nice blue body here moving upwards, it gets rejected off of the top here. So this zone, not real happy with, but I did mark it up and I did send an alert here because I did really like this indecision candle that identified my supply zone on the 4-hour time frame. So price comes down, it hits our 4-hour supply zone. So that's where we want to drop down to the 1 hour. And so here's the lowest point here. And you can see that I kind of identified this area right here. You could probably say would be a better choke area. Some people may even take this all the way up to here. In any event, I initially had it set right here. And as you could see here, we got this close above here, but it wasn't sufficient enough for me. And so I didn't do anything about that this morning. That was like a 4 a.m. candle. So this was like 5 a.m. So I kind of let that go to see what would happen throughout the day. But actually, the better point to put would be this wick right here. Okay, and so this candle right here is a beautiful impulse candle that gives you your change of character on the 1-hour time frame, right? And then it leaves behind this zone right here. You can see this is the impulse candle, and the candle right before that impulse we use to identify our refined supply zone on the 1-hour time frame, and that's where we would want to set our buy limit at. And you can see here that the 3 p.m. candle today wicked down and touched that and would have got you in a trade had you had your buy limit set there. Okay, so this is a trade that would have went off earlier today around 3 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, and so this is where it's at right now. Okay, so as you could see here, you would get into this trade right at the top of that zone there on this candle right here. And you would probably want to set your stop loss at least right down below this first wick here. If you wanted to be more conservative, you would go all the way down to here, this wick here. But the problem with this trade is that we have a high right here, and it's not giving us a good risk to reward ratio. Okay, so we want to have a minimum of a 2, a 1 to 2, or 1 to 2.5 in order for us to risk the trade, right? And that's only a 1.35 risk. Okay, now there's just no other area here. Even if you go up to the 4-hour, that's the high. Now you can scroll all the way over here, and what you can find sometimes is you can find a supply zone, and you can set just put this line here at the bottom of that supply zone. That's an imbalance supply zone right here. That would be the next supply zone up. This supply zone here was already hit, right? So that line there, if we take this up to that line, right, then we end up with almost a 1 to 2. And that's where you would have to then play around with your which wick you were going to use here. And if you put your stop loss right below this wick here, you have about a 2.17 risk to reward ratio trade, right? So your invalidation zone would be here. Your target zone would be up here at basically what is the next untouched, unmitigated imbalance supply zone on the 1 hour time frame, or on. I thought I was on 4 hour, but that may be on the 1 hour. Let's see. Yes, that is on 4 hour as well, right there. Okay, so that was AUDCAD. That trade went off, like I said, and then usually when one trade goes off, you'll get another pair also on the CAD, the NZDCAD. Basically had the exact same setup here on the 4 hour time frame. We had this move up here, right? We're moving up bullish. We have this recent break of structure here. We get a pullback. We get another break of structure right here, just like we've seen in AUDCAD, right? Price comes down, touches our zone. We drop down to the 1 hour, right? This goes low right here. And right here, we have this area right here that we can use for our choke, right? Our change of character, again, you get that big impulsive candle, and it's going to leave this refined 1 hour zone right here, and you can see price comes down, same time of day as on AUDCAD, touches that zone, gets you in the trade, and right now you're kind of at break even right now. So those are two trades that would have gone off earlier today. If you were watching them, you would have had your orders set for that. If price comes back down to that zone, I would not take the trades. I would just let this play out, see what it does, because really you don't have a very good risk to reward ratio, because this really should be your target right here. This high right here would be your profit target, and this area down in here would be your invalidation zone. So it's just not giving you enough of a reward to justify risking your 1% of your money for. Okay, so that's what you have to remember. You want to have at least a 1 to 2 on your trades. You want to be able to make at least 2% of your money in risk when you risk 1%. Okay, and if you can't, then it's just not worth taking the trade. Other trades will come up, and it's better to take those trades instead, because really, with this strategy, using the 4 hour supply and demand zones, we're trying to get those 1 to 3s, 1 to 3.5s, 1 to 4s, 1 to 4.5s, 1 to 5s. Okay, those are the ones that make a big difference. So, just wanted to make just quick video for you guys. Check it out. Get back to me if you have any questions. If you watched this video all the way to the end here, make sure that you've subscribed to the channel, like the video, put a 100 in the comment section if you made it this far. Have a great night.